The Securities and Exchange Commission Inspector General is set to investigate the timing of the SEC's charges against Goldman Sachs. Some Republican lawmakers are accusing the SEC of using the charges to rally support for the president's financial reform package. So is this a legitimate lawsuit or simply politics? California Congressman Issa is the ranking member of the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, and he joins us right now from Washington, D.C. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Steve.
Congratulations. The Inspector General for the SEC is going to look into these charges. The timing of the fraud charges, a little suspicious.
Very suspicious, particularly releasing them during the trading day, which is most unusual. But, most importantly, we want to keep this from being further politicized, and it's the reason we asked the Inspector General to do it rather than having theater on Capitol Hill, as would be normally the alternative.
Of course, as it always is. The scary part, or the shocking part, is just the notion that the SEC, the watchdog that's supposed to be keeping an eye on Bernie Madoff, okay, they missed him, or on Allen, and they missed him, would be kind of acting in a political manner.
Well, it's very clear that there's two types of politics. There's Republican-Democrat politics, and then there's power politics. And for the SEC, if reform gives them a bunch more tools, like the ones they didn't use with Bernie Madoff, it's a good thing. So that's part of what we want to see is what were the, let me rephrase that, part of what we want to know is looked into, and in this case by the IG. We want to know, were there emails saying, oh, we can get more power, oh, this will be good for us if this passes, and then time it, or even let's stick it to Goldman. Let's do $1 billion in the middle of the day without even making an offer of settlement, which would normally be the case. Sure. You don't normally go to court if you can get an agreed-on settlement.
Do you have confidence in the SEC? You know, the Washington Times in February broke that story about how a whole bunch of people, maybe a couple of dozen employees up to senior level, spending all day looking at porn over at the SEC when they should be looking for Ponzi schemes.
Well, as far as we know, only one person has been terminated as a result of all-day porn. So it's kind of hard to have the confidence that an organization that's missed two of the great Ponzi schemes of this time is somehow going to not be asleep at the wheel if we give them more authority going forward. So we would like to see this. A precursor to any reform of an agency is usually a GAO study and an IG investigation. In this case, we've had two scathing IG investigations, and we suspect there'll be a third accusation of wrongdoing in connection with the timing and how they went into this Goldman case. Understanding that there may be merit to the Goldman case, we're looking into the timing and whether there was a political motivation rather than just trying to get to the bottom of perhaps a failure to disclose.
All right, we'll be watching and find out what you dig up. Congressman, we thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right.